Welcome to the State of the Market for Law Firm Sales in 11 Minutes. My name is Jeremy Pook. In today's episode, episode 51 is the third of a three-part series in the treasure chests of digital value that senior attorneys present to growing law firms. And in this third in the series, that third treasure chest is the goodwill value of a senior attorney's website. So let's jump right into it with our first topic. Our first topic today is the importance to senior attorneys of website goodwill value. So for senior attorneys that are considering how much their law practices are worth, there's really five components to value of a senior attorney-led firm post 2020. And those five components of value consist of the client list and referral source list. That's your book of business. Next is the goodwill that you've developed over the course of your career in your state, regionally, nationally, sometimes even internationally. Subject matter knowledge that you and your firm has developed in a number of practice areas. And more post 2020 is the digital value of the firm. So let's look now at why digital value is so important post 2020. So post 2020, we need to recognize that we have now entered into, and we're in the mid 2020s at this point, we are in the middle of what we call the 3.0 digital era for the legal industry. So what does that mean? That means that from a business development standpoint, clients today are searching for lawyers and law firms online. They're going straight to Google, who we call America's greatest referral source for lawyers. And they're also searching for lawyers and learning about lawyers on multiple additional social media outlets, not least of which being LinkedIn, Instagram, watching YouTube videos, listening to podcasts, looking through Facebook groups. And that's how today's clients are learning about, knowing about, trusting lawyers and law firms even before they've even met them, which compares significantly from the pre-Google era, that word of mouth era when referrals in yesteryear, which wasn't all that long ago, but the genie's not going back in the bottle, folks, in terms of where we are today. We are growing more and more outside of the word of mouth referrals to digital referrals in today's multi-channel digital marketing world. So when it comes to the website in particular, what we're recommending to senior attorneys and senior attorney-led firms is to make sure that you're updating your website. And really, there's three updates that we recommend in particular to senior attorneys who are considering selling their law practices. And those three updates consist of knowing the revenues by your practice areas, organizing your client list, and for today's purposes, let's focus on the website, okay? Because as we know, clients today, they are checking us out before they're hiring attorneys and law firms. And there's two primary places where would-be clients go to check out and learn more about the attorneys that they're considering to hire. First and foremost is your website. And when we know in advance that clients are going to be coming onto your website to be learning about you, they want to know you, they want to like you, they want to trust you. It's so important to update content on the website, not least of which being the bios for the attorneys at the websites, the pictures on the websites, adding new content on the website, removing stale content from the website. In addition, it's important to update LinkedIn profiles, because that's really the second place that we see in the marketplace of where clients are going to today when they want to learn about their lawyers and the law firms that they're going to hire. They're going to read through the LinkedIn bios of each of those lawyers. Now let's look at this from the standpoint of a growing law firm, right? Like, what's the importance to growing law firms of a senior attorney-led firm's website? Well, the website that senior attorneys have developed over the course now often of several decades is huge. And it's even untapped value. That is, the bios of senior attorneys and additional attorneys from senior attorney-led firms, when they can be added to the websites of growing law firms as part of a sale, a merger, a transition of a senior attorney-led firm to a growing law firm. Well, what does that add to the website of that growing law firm? credibility, right? You have senior attorneys today who have, over the course of their careers, they have amazing professional accomplishments. They're leaders in their communities. They went to great law schools. They've won great cases. They've written terrific articles. Well, all of that information, when it's added to a growing law firm, it adds to the credibility of growing law firms. They want and need the bio information, and they want and need the digital content associated with it. Also, for those senior attorney led firms that have been investing in their websites for a number of years, that goodwill value of the website of a senior attorney led firm includes Google Analytics. It includes backlinks to articles that senior attorneys have written for, let's say, the American Bar Association, your Trial Attorney Association, your local bar association, let alone nationwide type publications, the Wall Street Journal, the New York Times, USA Today. If lawyers have those types of backlinks, hugely valuable, again, because of the credibility and because, going back to what we were talking about before, know, like, trust. Clients want to know, like, and trust attorneys before they hire them. And this treasure chest of digital value that senior attorneys present in the form of the goodwill of their websites and what they add to the websites of growing law firms is absolutely huge. Okay, let's look at our second topic today. Our second topic today is the boost to website goodwill that senior attorneys present to growing law firms. So let's look at what a prototypical growing law firm looks like. Right? A growing law firm that is a firm that wants to grow by acquisition, recognizes the value that senior attorney-led firms offer. They recognize that there's really three resources that senior attorney-led firms present to those growing law firms. First and foremost, it's new clients, right? To bring over the book of business. Huge. Second is the experienced workforce, bringing over lawyers and competent and talented and experienced non-lawyer staff as well. Also huge. The third component, which is becoming more and more valuable in today's 3.0 digital era for the legal industry, is the digital content that senior attorney-led firms present to growing law firms. And let's look at why. The reason why growing law firms today need more and more digital content is because consumers have forced us into that. That is, unlike the pre-2020, pre-Google era, when so many referrals and so much business development in the legal industry was surrounded around that business card, right, that we would hand out in so many different places. Well, today's business card has really been surpassed by clients who just go straight to the internet and search for lawyers online. They search Google and they search all forms of social media looking for lawyers whom they can research and whom they can know, like, and trust in advance. So in terms of the value that senior attorney-led firms present, they really present three treasure chests of untapped digital value. That is, when growing law firms are thinking, where can we get the digital content that we need to attract new clients to our firms and to also have those clients know, like, and trust us? Well, senior attorney-led firms present three treasure chests of really untapped digital value. The first comes in the form of Google reviews, that client list that senior attorneys have worked so hard to develop over the course of their careers, to growing law firms that have the resources to reach out to satisfied clients and say, well, you love, maybe not love, but like and trust that attorney or attorneys who have worked for you for so many years. Could you please give them a five-star Google review? Next is untapped digital content. Senior attorneys who often just don't have the time to record podcasts, to publish and write e-newsletters, to join LinkedIn and to be adding content to LinkedIn. Well, growing law firms welcome that digital content from all of that practice area knowledge that senior attorneys have, that they can untap that value. And the third is the boost to website goodwill. So let's look at that in particular. That is, when senior attorneys join growing law firms, those growing law firms recognize the boost to their website's goodwill by adding senior attorneys and additional attorneys in their offices to their websites. Because when clients are going onto a website of a growing law firm, that is, the client was searching for a firm, they found the firm, okay, and now they want to see, okay, does this firm really walk the walk? Has it got my attention because I went to Google, they were on the first page of Google, looks like a great firm, okay? And now when they enter into the firm's website and they see the senior attorney and and the lawyers that have practiced at that senior attorney's firm for a number of years, and they see all of the accomplishments that the senior attorney and other attorneys at their firm have accomplished, it adds to that credibility, to that know, like, and trust importance that law firms and lawyers need to not only gain the attention of clients, but also have those clients say, wow, I want to retain this firm because they have such and such attorneys there that have practiced in the area that we need assistance for, and just look at all those accomplishments that they've accomplished over the course of their careers. Plus, those senior attorney-led firms that have mature websites, and many have, and by mature, we mean that they have been investing in their websites for years, sometimes already decades. They have Google Analytics that they can offer in terms of which pages perform well, which keywords perform well. They have backlinks to articles, to videos, to podcasts that they've been on, and have the data that supports that these backlinks continue to bring in business, adds great value to growing law firms. And also 301 redirects, like literally redirecting successful pages from a senior attorney-led firm to a growing law firm's website. So for today's buzzer beater, we'll address the value of website goodwill when selling a law firm. So when selling a law firm, we point out that there's 5 components of value to valuing a law firm. That's the client list, the referral source list, that's the book of business, the goodwill that a senior attorney and a senior attorney-led firm has developed over the course of their career, the subject matter knowledge in multiple practice areas, and more post 2020 is the digital value. When it comes to that digital value, growing law firms want and need the digital value of senior attorney-led firms because they present 3 treasure chests of digital value in the form of, first and foremost, the access to hundreds, let alone thousands of new 5-star Google reviews. Second is digital content, access to converting the practice area knowledge in the minds of senior attorneys and convert that into digital content that can appear on LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube videos, podcasts, Facebook posts, tweets on X, blogs, and heck, even TikTok videos. And for today's purposes, the boost to website goodwill. Because when senior attorneys join growing law firms, they add a boost to the website goodwill of those growing law firms because of the credibility of the accomplishments of senior attorneys and other attorneys at senior attorney-led firms. They bring that first and foremost to the websites of the firms that they join, together with those 5-star Google reviews that they can present as well. And for those senior attorney-led firms that have mature websites and can bring with them Google Analytics, backlinks, 301 redirects, all of that digital, for a better word, exhaust, but in a great way, right? That they've developed all of this digital goodwill. When that digital goodwill in the form of their websites can be transferred over, merged into growing law firms, it adds tremendous digital value to those growing law firms that is all too necessary in today's 3.0 digital era for the legal industry. And that is today's state of the market for law firm sales in a bit more than 11 minutes.